Opening your heart to romantic love is one of the bravest things that you can do. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Valerie's Garden with me, Valerie. I have just sat with a cup of ceremonial cacao, and the cacao spirit has been calling me for a while. I know it. I can feel it. I haven't sat with cacao in a good minute. Little songs and little signs have been coming up, telling me to just sit with it. Come, Val, sit down, be present with me. No performance, just presence. And so prior to beginning, I sat with my cup of cacao and I felt what I needed to feel and I listened to what I needed to listen to. So what I'm going to be sharing today is a message from the cacao spirit coming through me for you, but also for me, especially because I'm in a position in my life right now where I am opening up my heart to more love. Well, to be honest, I open myself up to love every day. What I mean more specifically is a more romantic partnership and relationship. And that can be scary. So in today's episode, a stream of consciousness message is coming through me. Typically, I'm a little bit more like, woo, welcome to my garden. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Kind of energy. And right now, what's most real in me is a more calm and grounded state of being. So without force or without any pressure, I'm going to allow myself to speak from this state. So let's get into it and speak about love. I've never realized how much this has scared me before. I've never realized how much it scared me because it's something that I've always wanted. This beautiful, deep, honest, best friend type of loving relationship with another person. And it can be scary when you're doing it truthfully and vulnerably and real. But when you also choose to show up to a romantic relationship truthfully, vulnerably, and in a real way, that's what makes the partnership worth it. When you choose to allow yourself to be seen by the other, when you choose to witness the other person in their entirety, the more that you choose to open as opposed to close and guard off. And if the other person is willing to meet you and also choose to be open, and you share with that person your fears and your insecurities, maybe you share the things that have affected you from your past, or maybe things that you are scared about for the future, and they listen because they want to be there. Doing all of those things is a risk, right? But the greater the risk, the bigger the reward. And you might just be surprised with how they receive you and meet you. And if that person chooses to be there for you and know you in this way, you might just be surprised in the best way. In my past, there have been times when I've chosen to take a step back, maybe not be so vulnerable with the other person. And because of that, I was the one who created this distance within myself from the other person. I wanted someone who could see me, but I never fully showed myself. We want these guarantees, but nothing is guaranteed to us. So can we walk this path? Can we choose to move forward in this relationship with this other person, discover and deepen the connection day by day? In my book, Conversations with God, Book 1, my favorite book, by the way. It's all tabbed up and highlighted. I want to share this passage with you. Be sure you and your mate agree on purpose. If you both agree at a conscious level that the purpose of your relationship is to create an opportunity, not an obligation, an opportunity for growth, for full self-expression, for lifting your lives to their highest potential, for healing every false thought or small idea you have ever had about you, and for ultimate reunion with God through the communion of your two souls. If you take that vow instead of the vows you've been taking, the relationship has begun on a very good note. It's gotten off on the right foot. That's a very good beginning. Know and understand that there will be challenges and difficult times. Don't try to avoid them. Welcome them gratefully. See them as grand gifts from God. Glorious opportunities to do what you came into the relationship and life to do. Try very hard not to see your partner as the enemy or the opposition during these times. This passage is very powerful to me because in relationships in my past, I have gone into a relationship with the mindset of, let's see where this thing goes. Let's see how it goes. And while I feel that when you're dating someone, you're going on dates, it's okay to see how things go. It's okay to explore your compatibility and your connection and the dynamic of that relationship. But when you choose to enter into a true partnership with this person, now in my life, I have no other option but to be intentional about that choice. I have tried it the other way before. I've mentioned this, I think, in one of my first podcasts. And I'm at a point in my life where that's not the way I want to enter things, if that makes sense. I choose to be more intentional. And it's so easy to be in the moment and so excited when you're dating someone new and things are passionate and fun and romantic. And then the more time you spend with them, you start to get to see all of who they are. You see how they go about their daily routines, what's important to them. You start to notice their habits and thought patterns. You see them and they see you. And just like the passage says, these are all beautiful opportunities. You can lean in or lean out. The choice is yours. But what do you want? What is it that you're seeking? Is it a lifelong partnership? Lifelong partnership. Because if that is your goal, choose to lean in. And I'm sharing these messages with you just as much as I'm speaking them for myself. You are safe to open your heart. So take a deep breath and repeat with me. I am safe to open my heart. It is safe for me to trust in love. It is safe for me to trust in others. Your body will let you know if something or someone is not right for you. So trust what you feel inside, trust your gut feelings and your intuition about this other person. And sometimes when we've gone through things that have deeply affected us, situations where we feel maybe scared to open ourselves up to another person again, experiences that make you feel like you need to be fully healed and perfect for a romantic partnership to be part of your life. When we have these kinds of experiences, sometimes our nervous systems say, no, it's not safe. This person isn't safe. And then we want to lean out and run away, especially if something happens. Let's say something small happens where you're kind of like, oh, couldn't be bothered to even work that out with the other person. Don't even want to speak about it. I don't like that. Let's just call it done here. But if you are aware that you've had these experiences, instead of running away, I invite you to practice opening. And these things are so real. Jealousy is real. Comparison of your life to their life is real. And comparison of where you're perceiving you're at versus them. These things are very real. And if you keep those inside of you, you can end up building this resentment towards the other person. Something happened that you didn't like, or maybe if there's a tone that you didn't appreciate. I invite you to lean in and see how you are met and received. And that response or reaction will tell you everything that you need to know. It'll tell you everything that you need to know. And you will feel so much better when you share this kind of thing with the other person. And by choosing to be open, it'll do one of two things. Either you will have a deeper connection with this other person. And if there's changed behavior, that'll show you more that you can trust them. Or it can give you proof. It can give you concrete proof that maybe they're not ready for this kind of relationship, the kind of relationship that you're looking for. If this is what you are looking for. And if you're listening to this podcast, maybe you are. And not only do you want to be mindful of the words that this person speaks to you, but trust in actions too. Actions will reveal a lot. Do they follow through on the things that they say they're going to do? Do you follow through on the things you say that you're going to do for them? It's not just a one-way street. It's not just take. It's give as well. That's relationship. Do you want to show up for this person and what's important to them in their lives? Or do you not really care? When you're exploring love and the possibility of entering a serious romantic relationship, take all of these things in. How do they show up for you? How do you show up for them? How does your heart guide you to be in this relationship? Who do you choose to be? What do you choose to do? And other factors worth considering are, what does trust look like in this relationship? What does communication look like? What does respect look like? How do they speak to you? What do they call you? How do they speak about you? And this goes back into what I was saying before, but what does communication look like in this relationship? Can you be open? Can you be vulnerable? Can you speak your truth? Can you share what's on your mind? Can you share what you're truly feeling? And can they? What does support look like? Do you support each other in reaching your goals? Can you be playful, childlike? Can you laugh together? What does honoring your health look like? I've been in a few relationships and I never really got to set the standards for what I wanted my relationship to be like. So now there are many things that I consider, and that is the standard for my life, and that is the standard for my future relationship. And I invite you to also set standards for yourself, standards and boundaries for yourself. and for the relationship that you're calling in or to uphold if you're already in a relationship. And lastly, do you feel safe in this connection? Can your body relax and feel peaceful? Do you wake up without a racing heart? Trust yourself. Trust your heart. Let your heart guide and choose to open. And if you and this other person consciously agree to choose each other and to choose being open and to choose growth, respect, love, trust, all of these beautiful things, then yes, take a chance. And yes, it can be scary, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And the last thing that I want to mention, because there are so many things that I'm realizing now I could speak about, like practicing non-judgment towards another person's past or the power of compromise. But the last thing that I want to mention is practicing forgiveness with the other person when something has happened that maybe you didn't really like, but you resolved it together. Practice forgiveness. And not just speaking the I forgive you, but to really feel the forgiveness and to be able to truly let it go in the body, that kind of forgiveness. Because if you are doing life with another person, disagreements are bound to happen. Little mistakes may come up. So practicing forgiveness is powerful. My ceremonial cacao was really speaking to me in this way. And I believe that it was a message that not only wanted to come through me for you, but wanted to come through me for me as well. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here with me on this episode about embracing new romantic relationships and being open to the possibility of partnership. May your heart stay open to receiving so much love. I'll see you next week. Bye.